said you love anybody. Next time when you hear that, ask the pastor to show you where it is written. In Exodus, the 4th chapter, in the 22nd verse, he said, "And thou shalt say unto Pharaoh, Thus saith the Lord, Israel is my son." You can't get closer than that. Israel is my son, even my firstborn. And I say unto you, let my son go. If there was one God, why would he suffer and call the Egyptians the enemy? Where is our common sense? Why would we go to say God has a mother when he's the creator of all things? Have you ever heard nonsense of God creating his mother? My dear brethren and friends, this is not an easy task for me to stand here and to tell you what you have digested all your life. I said last week, and allow me to say it again, 1619, we came to the new Egypt. 2019, it's going to be 400 years. Remember what it says in Deuteronomy, the 20th chapter. It says in the 60th verse, let me explain it to you. A lot of us have read this and heard this from me through the years. But it is time that we take it very serious. Very serious. And the Lord shall bring you into Egypt again. The word is again. With ships. The first time, when our fathers was in Egypt, there was no ships. You don't need ships to travel from one country in the Middle East to the other. But the Bible is clear. This is our history book. This is our manual, how we live. So shall we die. Without this, we have no life. And understanding is a gift of God. It says, and the Lord shall bring you into Egypt again with ships, by the way whereof I spake unto thee. He told us this before. If you do not understand and keep my commandments, I would enslave you. Read the book of Judges. Thou shalt see it no more again. So don't tell me you want to go back to Israel and to Palestine. He said, you shall see that land no more again. No more. It is a cursed land right now. And there ye shall be sold unto your enemies for bondmen and bondwomen, and no man shall buy you. So who's your enemy? Who bought you? My dear friends, this is a very difficult thing for you to understand. But this fight is not against the white man. It's not about race. This fight is against Christianity that held you in bondage. And I want to get you out of that garbage that you were in all the time. Suffering from inner city to outer city, whatever you call it. To get out. No commission, no politics, no politician can help you. Come home back to your God. That's what you need. The independence of your God. Not to rely and depend on another man's God. He's not going to help you. Look what the Christians are doing to their people. Loving them. They're prospering. What is he doing to you? He's a stepfather. I am telling you that there is no way that you can get out of what you're in unless you come home. Unless you take that cross and smash it up on the floor. Take the stupid Israelite earrings out of your ears and give it to your wife to wear. Stop going to the Christian shrines. In the scriptures it said, when you're dead, you bury your body. You don't keep no service for the dead. There's no service for any dead. Why would any Israelite want to do that? My dear brethren and friends, as I said, this is not a nice message that I have to always be bringing to you. But how can you understand if I'm not forcing let you and giving you the opportunity to question me, doubt me? Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me it's not in the Bible. Tell me the Bible is a Christian book. Tell me what I'm saying is nonsense, that Jesus is God, especially if he's blonde. Tell me that. Prove it to me. Because everything that I say is written there in the book. Christians should get their own Bible. Don't use an Israelite book. Then we would have no problem. Because they'll be serving their God. But they take your God, change him, and give it back to you. So since the 4th century, 321, 350, and 364. All the laws have changed. 1565. All the year was changed. March used to be our new year. March was a new year. The God Janus was more powerful than your God. And you believe in Janus. They're supposed to be your month. I told my wife when she was telling me, oh, January is such a good month. I said, you wait for February. You're going to get everything because that month's supposed to be a black month. The shortest and the coldest of all. Why isn't August a Black History Month? It's in the summertime. 1833, it went into the House. 1834, the 1st of August, it was passed. All the colonies were free. Why February, the cold one, the shortest one? Why is your month? If you have eyes, you'll see what's going on. If a white man comes to you and says you want to learn about your God, take the time and teach him. Because you were a stranger in the land of Egypt, and it says in Deuteronomy the 10th chapter, you should therefore love a stranger. Give him more than raiment and food. Give him the doctrine. As it says in 1 Kings the 8th chapter and 41 verse. The more people that serve your God, it's your blessings. Don't you ever forget that. Don't chase somebody away when they ask you to teach them about your God. Teach them. It's your job. It's a nation of priesthood. A nation of priesthood. Not one priest. Everyone that listens to my voice has the authority to teach. Because I give it to you. My job is to teach the truth. My job is to entertain the spirit of the comforter, even the spirit of truth. That's my job. And not to be afraid of man. That also is my job. It says here in Romans 9, as it is written, the 13th verse, as it is written, Jacob, you know, you can read it, it's not all the time, have I loved, and Esau I hated. God, in the New Testament, God that love everybody. Why are we so blind and cannot really see where our lives really are? How are we going to come out of this dungeon, this pit? 400 years is coming. Don't we want to own a corporation? Don't we want to just live up this great substance? My job is to get you out of that damn dungeon. Stop worshiping some Jesus. He's not God. Go back to your God. When I was born, I did not hear of a Jesus. And if you say God, your mother would slap you. Don't call him God in vain, because she did not know. But more and more the pressure and the burden is coming upon this people. More and more they're beginning to understand the lie more than the truth. More and more they want to destroy the truth. We have a problem. Only the scriptures will allow you to see where you should go in this. When God made Adam, he didn't stop there, because there were other children out of Cain and Abel. You know that. And Eve began to get a lot of children, or more children, whatever. It's your interpretation of it. But it says in Genesis 5, it says, and Adam lived 130 years and begot a son in his own likeness. Because that's what God wants. I don't want none of your other sons. I'm waiting for one to look like you, because you look like me. So why would now all of the generation of the God of Israel is white? Answer that question to me. He wants people to look like him. He waited until Seth came. And that's what it said, in his own likeness, after his image, and called his name Seth. Why would he change that? His own image and likeness. If the child or children did not resemble and look like Adam, I'm not dealing with them. I'm going to wait until one comes that looks like Adam, because Adam looks like me. I'm giving you so you can read it. You might say, Elder Shadrach said, but I didn't say anything. I am repeating what's in here and what the Spirit gave me utterance to say, to reveal this truth that was hidden for you for 400 years. Jesus, the God of the Gentiles. Jesus. He says, God do not in the way of his margin, which is Israel, nor the Gentiles. But yet he said he'd come and love everybody. In Matthew, the 15th chapter. But he answered and said, it is not, I know you got it in your Bible, it is not me to take the children's bread and to cast it to dogs. And if you go to the book of Revelation, you would see where dogs go in the scriptures. To take to give it to the dogs. And she said, truth, Lord, yet the dogs eat of the crumbs which fell from their master's table. Now you have said you love anybody. Next time when you hear that, ask the pastor to show you where it is written.